Here are 6 things that are no longer necessary to add to your CV in 2025. Now, if you have any CV that contains none of the 6 things I'm going to mention, please edit and remove it from your CV. First of all, irrelevant personal information. Your prospective employer does not care about your marital status, your religion, or your age. Those information does not matter. They are not part of the details that you need to be included in your CV in 2025. So if you have it in your CV, please go and remove it. The second on the list is unprofessional emails. Now, if you have an email that looks like a nickname, or let's say, example is like hotchick@yahoo.com or coolguy1234@yahoo.com, please don't use it in your CV. Instead, open another email account with your first name and your last name so that the employers can take you more seriously. Too many pages on your CV. Now, a couple of years ago, when I was back still in university, I met this guy who was working in the oil and gas sector. His CV was over 8 pages long. And back then, I didn't know much about CV, so I was very impressed with how long the CV was. But knowing what I know today, that kind of CV will easily get thrown out. It doesn't matter how many experience you have. The experience you include in your CV should only reflect the job you are applying for. Now, if the experience you have does not reflect or does not correspond with the job position you are currently applying for, do not include it in that CV. That's why you need to make different CVs for different job applications. So your CVs have to be a maximum of 2 pages. No matter even you are applying to be a CEO of a company, 2 pages is enough to convey all the information you need in your CV. Employers don't really care about your reference in your CV in 2025. If employers want to get a reference from you, they will send you a link or give you a form to fill out reference that they can contact and verify your claims. So don't include your reference in your CV in 2025. Instead, you can add all requests under the reference title in your CV. That's not an approach, or just leave it entirely from your CV. Reference is not a requirement for a CV in 2025. Salary expectation. Now, a CV is not where you negotiate your salary. So don't put your salary expectation in your CV. It doesn't matter. It does not important. It's not relevant information for your CV in 2025. House address. Back in the days when internet was not so common, organizations will need your address in your CV so that they can email you your invitation letter for the interview or an offer letter for the job that you are applied for. But in 2025, we have internet and emails all over everywhere. So companies don't really care about your house address. So stop including your house address in your CVs. Instead, you can just include your location. Let's example, you're in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. You put Port Harcourt, Nigeria in your CV. Or you're in London, England. You put London, England in your CV. Do not put your full house address in your CV. It's no longer an acceptable standard. There's an app you can use to arrange your CV to make sure that it's always compliant, it's always standard. The name of the app is Quickcv. If you're interested in downloading this app, go to my bio. There's a link in my bio. The second link on my bio is an app that helps you to organize your CV in the standard form that will make your recruiters easily to find you.